Hello and a very warm welcome to the Prince Mohamed bin Fahd Stadium here in Dammam, Saudi Arabia for the opening match in Group E of the AFC Champions League. It's Al Sadd of Qatar up against FC Nasaf of Uzbekistan. The whole match coming up live in around about 10 minutes time. Well, if you've seen some of our coverage of the other groups before today, you will know, but if you haven't, it's worth running through just how this works for the AFC Champions League 2022. Basically, we're in an East Division and a West Division. Two regions. This is a West region match. Pretty warm here as well, as you can see, 25 degrees centigrade, and it's just gone 8 o'clock in the evening local time in Dammam. So 20 teams in the East region, 20 also in the West region. And the winners of each group, they're in groups of 4, the winners of each group qualify for the last 16, and then the best 3 runners-up from the East and West regions will join them for that round of 16. First time in this competition's history that the centralised West Group stage is going to take place across 4 cities, but in just the one country, here in Saudi Arabia. We're using Riyadh, Jeddah, Dammam, where we are now, and Buraydah. All those matches will be between now and the 27th of April. Here in Dammam, we're at the easternmost tip of Saudi Arabia. It's connected to Bahrain by a 26-kilometre long causeway. And it's within an hour's drive of the World Cup venue later this year, Qatar. One of the busiest ports in the Gulf here as well, because of the booming oil industry in this region. And the stadium you're looking at, built back in the early 70s, so just approaching its 50th anniversary. Capacity of 26,000. See the teams just milling behind the tunnel there. Al Sadd, no question, will start as favourites here. Known locally by the nickname Al Zaim, which literally translates to the boss. And they were that when they won the AFC Champions League. The only Qatari team to have done that. Back in 2011, that was. It is the most successful club in the country. 57 official trophies they've won. Actually finished 3rd in the Club World Cup a few months after they won the 2011 Champions League. They are the current Qatari champions. They won the title unbeaten by a massive 15 points. They actually won 20 of their 22 games and drew the other 2. Scored 80 goals and only conceded 24. They just dominate football in Qatar. They've won the title in 3 of the last 4 seasons. So what about their opponents, FC Nasaf? Well, actually only founded in the mid-80s. Be their 5th appearance in the Champions League. They've never got beyond the group stage previously. They did win the AFC Cup in 2011, the same year that Al Sadd won the AFC Champions League. And they almost repeated it the following year. They lost out to the Bahrain side, Al Muharraq, in the final. Never won their domestic league, interestingly. 3-time runners-up, most recently in 2020, but they are the current holders of the Uzbekistan Cup. The season in Uzbekistan is literally just a few games old. They had their first win at the weekend at Lokomotiv, having drawn their opening 2 matches. So the banners are on their way out. Followed by the teams, the nominal home team, Al Sadd in the all-white. And the skipper there carrying the pennant, Hassan El Heidos, one of the most popular and one of the most famous players in Qatari history. Just a little matter of 163 caps he's got. Big ask, you suspect, tonight for FC Nasaf to try and live with their much more experienced and much more decorated opponents. There's Jung Woo-young, just got a shot off there, the South Korean midfield player. Still no handshakes, of course, in these COVID times. Respectful little high five. I'll have a look at the two-team lineups, and you'll notice the star name there, number 19, Santi Cazorla. Arsenal and Villarreal fans will have wonderful memories of him. Of course, he had that horrendous injury. Nearly had to give up the game. He slots in on the left-hand side of midfield. Buneja is the main man up front. 13 goals he has, alongside Afif, who got 14 in that title-winning campaign last term. Al-Haydos, as you can see, we spoke about him on the right. The Nasaf skipper is Imarbek Eshmuradov, centre-back. And Hannah Hattab of Syria is the man in charge of this one. No VAR, by the way, in case you were wondering. Well, much will depend, you suspect, on the Nasaf strike force. Bosnian-Serbian duo of Smejagic and Stanijevic. The problem is how much service they're going to get, because it's a pretty young team, particularly in the middle of the park. Akramov is just 18, number 20. Davronov, the left-back just behind him, is also a teenager. Just can see a scenario where Al-Sadd will take control of the midfield. And that could be a problematic night for the men from Uzbekistan, but we shall see. Just confirming, Santiago Cazorla is a starter, not a substitute, as was on that caption. A shot of Rizakul Berdiev there, the Nasaf coach, just after we saw Javi Garcia, the boss of Al-Sadd. Actually ready just a fraction early here, which doesn't happen too often. 8:15 local time is the official kickoff. Referee just going to wait until the clock ticks round to the witching hour. .33 years old, the official. Actually been an international referee since his mid-20s. He was a high riser through the refereeing ranks. So away we go, first match in Group E of the AFC Champions League, with Al-Sadd all in white, attacking the goal away to our right in this first half, and you just have to think they'll have the lion's share of possession for sure. That was a little bit short. Defender only just made that. They've sorted it out. Here's Jung Woo-young. Space here for Ali Assad on this right-hand side. Loves to attack defenders. He's an excellent crosser of the ball as well. First involvement for Buneja, the Algerian striker, who's got a phenomenal scoring record for this club. We'll maybe speak about that a little later. Won't do anything in a hurry. Al-Sadd, they like to keep the ball on the floor predominantly. Passing game was bred into them really by Xavi, who was the coach before Javi Garcia. Of course, he's had a great success in his short spell so far at Barcelona. Here's Bozarov. Not bad ball for Akramov. Bozarov again, striker who came through the youth setup at Nasaf. Maybe there's a counter-attack potentially on here. It's just a bit too much on the pass. That was a pity. He's had a couple in support there. It was a good break on the far side by Afif. There he is. Not mistaken with that hairstyle. 14 goals last season. Predominantly a left winger. Very, very impressive scoring record. Gunecha just eased off it, but fairly, according to the referee. Knocked away by Hui. It's nicely controlled from Moscovoy. Knew he had time and used it to the full. Well, that's going to be a corner kick, I fancy. Under real pressure there was Hassan. Ten years in the job, Ruzi Kulberdiev, the Uzbek coach. Actually had a brief spell as the caretaker manager of the national side at one point. So, first corner of the game. What can Nasaf do with it? Confident header away from Hui. They are a big side, actually, Nasaf. You just wonder if their best chance may potentially be from set plays. Just a moment's hesitation before Aliulov got that clear. It's actually the third game between these two clubs. They met in the group stage back in 2018. Each side won their respective home match that year. It's Javi Gracia. All the way back to Michel Barsham in goal for Al Sadd. In his first cap last year. Great run this from Ileme. He's going an awful long way. Took about 3 to stop him in the end. I think he kind of just ran out of ideas. So he went through a whole succession of challenges. Actually, Hassan, my mistake. And he wasn't picked up. Now then, Slijakic. It's a tight angle. And the defender was making life very tough for him. And he couldn't get any power. But just a warning there for Al Sadd. It's a big man, the Bosnian, 6'2". Just for a moment, there was the semblance of a gap straight down the middle. Afif. Never shy to take a defender on. Chipped in by... oh, that was far away. It was a devilish cross. It wasn't properly cleared. And just from the reaction, you suspect that was pretty adjacent from Gunecha. Let's have a look from behind the goal. This will tell us. Well, it wasn't that far away. I don't think the goalkeeper would have got near it had it been on target, because he didn't move. Just slightly leaning back and off balance, wasn't completely in control of the shot, 30-year-old. Told you about his goal-scoring heroics. 39 goals he scored in the 2018-19 season. Understandably, that's the Qatari League record. He actually got 58 goals in the calendar year. No one in world football scored more. Last man back here is Ashmuradov. Not really pressing, are they, Al Sadd? Quite happy to give their opponents the ball until they get into their territory. 15th time that Al Sadd have made the Champions League. It's a record for a Qatari club. They've got through the group stage 7 times. I think it's fair to say that when the draw was made, they'd be very disappointed if you don't win this group. Al Wadat and Al Faisali are the other two teams in this group. We'll see their match later, but neither of them have the pedigree of Al Sadd. Cazorla. Won't mind seeing him that deep. You see Nasaf. Afif with Hassan initially made the overlap for him. There's Guilherme, the Brazilian. Assad, and again. Nice one too, this is good football. Cazorla, that's a useful ball, he just couldn't take it in his stride. Buneja, what a pity. Lovely little pass and move. Play from Al Sadd. Unsurprisingly, Cazorla right at the heart of it. Sam has lost it. Thrown kindly for Stanijevic. Sam appeals for a free kick. Referee saw nothing wrong, so on we go. With exactly 10 minutes played here, 0-0. And the longer it stays that way, the happier you suspect Nasaf will be. But they've already shown us they have the propensity to hurt Al Sadd on the break. Pedro Correa, born in Portugal, but now a Qatari national. That was a little late, left a leg in there, and the referee's not going to take too kindly to this, I don't think. Smajagic in the book, inside 11 minutes. I don't really think he can have too many complaints. Went right through the man, and the ball had long gone. Yeah. Not a difficult decision, that, for the Syrian official. Hassan. Now Guilherme. 30 now. Cost $6.5 million from Olympiacos 18 months ago. He's been around. He's played at Deportivo and Udinese as well in Italy. Coming forward from the back, Hui. Buneja. Afif still might fall for him, still might. Well, time almost stood still there inside that Nasaf box. Just seemed to get stuck under his studs at one point, and the goalkeeper there, Ergashev, just about did enough. Afif, Cazorla, now Ali Assad. A special place in the hearts of Al Sadd fans, Ali Assad. His debut in 2013 for them in the West Asian Football Federation Championship, and then they won it. And he's been here ever since, nearly 10 years at the club. It's a rare heavy touch there from Buneja, inviting Bozarov to go charging forward. And they've got an overlap, and they've got Smijagic in the middle here. And they went for the shot, which was deflected behind. It'll be a corner kick. It was Dilshad Saitov, the right back, who made that break. First time we've seen him in Al Sadd territory. That was a good overlap. He looked up, might have pulled it back. Easy to say from here and easy to say after the event, but another look at that chance at the other end. Buneja and Afif came off the goalkeeper, and the ricochet was favourable to Ergashev rather than to Afif. He just flung out a left boot, that man, and couldn't really get any contact. Meanwhile, corner at the other end. Dangerous one too. That's an excellent header by Correa, because Aliyulov was homing in on that, the big centre half. Now they've stolen it, and there's a possible break on if they can get potentially Afif away. That was the intended pass. Actually hit the heels of Saitov, who was backtracking. Playing them all onside there was Boulelem Hui. It's he who hooked it out for a throw. Algerian born, now a Qatari citizen. He used to be a midfielder. He's played as a centre-back for the last 2 or 3 seasons. Kind of a half press that from Akram Afif. Well, that was a foul. Shove on Ali Assad, not particularly subtle, right in front of referee Hannah Hattad. Hui. Now Kileme. Inviting Correa forward. Not traditionally your classic overlapping fullback, Correa. We'll see Hassan, I think, do more of that on the other side. Here he is on the ball now, the left fullback. Afif, I think he fooled himself. Well, no foul. It's going to run through for Smijagic, and he's got 3 in the middle weight. He could see him look up there, and he pulled it back well, and that wasn't far away. That was a good effort. It's a lovely break from Nasaf. And Meshel Barshem was sprawling across his goal, Not sure whether he would have got there or not. Smijagic who had the shot. And it was adjacent, very much so. This will show. Wow, yeah. Inches wide. And meanwhile, Oybek Bozorov has a problem. I have to confess, I didn't see how that happened. I think he'll be pleased enough, Rizikul Berdiev, with what he's seen so far from his team. It's that one real moment of alarm when Akram Afif went through, but they've had opportunities at the other end as well. Well, there's no way that Afif is going to get onto that. There's a hand of apology from El Haydos as soon as he hit that pass. Well, Bozorov looks okay. Don't think the goalkeeper really wanted it back there from Davronov, and he's put it straight out of play for a throw. Only 23. Ergashevi has come through the youth setup here. Not too many league appearances under his belt. A lot of pressure in a Champions League match. That was very calmly done by Hui. If that had gone wrong, it might have been embarrassing. Meanwhile, Hassan is on the charge again and still going. The referee was very close, said nothing doing. Very, very half-hearted appeal from the outside number 3 for a penalty. Just about cut out by Buneja. Harsh in the extreme, that would have been, I think. It's a slight nudge, but really nothing to provoke that kind of a sprawling slide. Bozorov on that far side did well to keep it under pressure from a couple of defenders. Back to Mozgovoy. Mozgovoy again. Just 21, part of this young Nasaf midfield. Mozgovoy won a few caps. He's got 4 actually in the last couple of years. To the attention of the Uzbek national coach. Cut out by Abdel Karim Hassan. .122 caps he's got. Been international now for 12 years. He's been here for the same amount of time at Al Sadd. Just kept the defender honest there, Santi Cazorla. Double European champion. Been here nearly 2 years, Cazorla. 3 goals in his first 2 games for the club and never looked back. 37 now, but he's runs around like a 20-year-old still. Amazing to think he nearly had to have his foot amputated at one point. Fortunately, that wasn't the case. Meanwhile, on the charge forward, Akramov. Mozgovoy. Now Davronov. Kadinov. Lost it. Cazorla. One of those players that throughout his career, wherever he's been, it always seems to have that extra little bit of time. Never seems rushed or hurried in anything he does. Nearly managed to take that down. He has done, Buneja. and he's put it wide. What a chance. I mean, he made it almost out of nothing, because it wasn't a great ball to him. That was a good touch. He got it back off the defender. The defender actually might have just got a leg out. Let's have a look. No, it was his shot. No deflection. He's a live wire. The Algerian. Well, it wasn't the best of clearances. He got lucky, Hui there. An intercepted header by Mukadinov. Cazorla wrestled off it unfairly. Free kick quickly taken, but not from the right spot. So just past the halfway point then in the first half here. 0-0 still, but an intriguing game at the moment. Pretty even, you'd have to say. Here's Cazorla. Lovely ball. He kind of disguised that. Afif trying to get to the byline. I think he's overrun it. He has. It's too high for everyone, and now then, what's the referee going to do here? This is going to be interesting, because Hassan, I think, might be in trouble here. The referee will wait for him to get up, but this could be a massive moment. Let's have a look. It was the defender's misjudgment. He tripped him. There. Now, exactly where did this contact happen? That's the first thing. I think it was potentially outside the box, but the more potent thing is whether this is going to be a red card or not. You have to think that was a clear goal-scoring opportunity. He's still down, Hassan. That's not going to save him if the referee has it in his mind to dish out a red card. Honestly, can't see it can be anything else other than either nothing or a red. But we'll see what he does. To give him a bit of air there. They're crowding round. He will be very interested, Rizikul Berdiev, as to what the decision is here. Might be a dead leg, I'm not sure, but if they do show us another replay, see whether he was going to get to the ball, but it looked to me like he was. Let's have a look. Here we go. There's the yeah, I mean, it was right in front of him. Well, he's got the red card out, and I do believe that Hassan's going to have to go here. And I don't think he has any choice. There it is. Sent off 26 minutes in. And Al Sadd are going to have to play with 10 for more than an hour. They can argue all they like. It's not going to change referee Hannah Hattab's view. And I believe he made the right decision. Jung, I think, has got the right idea. Has immediately gone across to Xavi Gracia to say, right, how are we going to reorganise here? So the 28-year-old, so experienced, is off. And what an opportunity now for Nasaf. They're still arguing, but their teammates already left the field. The free kick, as you can see, literally a few centimetres outside the area. In the way now to get cover on the floor, it's Ali Assad doing that particular job. And Meshel Barshan, they're trying to get a view. Always tricky for the taker when it's this close, trying to get it up and down in time. Looks like Stanijevic fancies it. There are two of them over the ball. It is Stanijevic, well held. That was good, safe handling from Barsham, and it had to be. Might have seen that fairly late as it came under the wall. The man on the ground didn't really do his job, did he? Although it's wide of him, to be fair. The rest of the wall jumped. You need two of those, really, if you're going to provide adequate cover, but fortunately for Al Sadd, it didn't cost them. Unlike the sending off, it drew the free kick in the first place. Muradov. I wonder how Nasaf are going to approach this now. Going to grab the ball by the horns and think, OK, we've got an hour against 10. Let's really go at them. It does give you such a lift if you win your opening game. Remember, only the group winners are guaranteed to go through. This would be a shock. Here's Moscovoy. Moscovoy again. It's an excellent ball. Have a lot of margin for error there, and it's going to be a corner. So just coming up to the half hour. A very good time to score. Mukhitdinov will take this corner. Plenty of red shirts in there as well. And it's there. And I think it came off Smijagic. But either way, Nasaf have the lead just 4 minutes after the sending off. And I think it's the big Bosnian who got there. A replay will confirm it. No emotion from the coach. But the Uzbeks are in front. Let's have a look. Is it? No, I think it was actually Ali Lulov behind him, or it may even come off the defender. Yeah, possibly Alikulov. It doesn't, they won't care. It's 1-0. And it's just the start that Ruzikul Berdiev would have wanted. Well, a few Al Sadd players in the wars here. Must be wondering what on earth is going on here. Here's the goal again. I think it's got in off the defender, you know. I think that's an own goal. There's three of them who went for it. Yeah. Well, we'll wait and see exactly who gets credited with it, but it doesn't matter as far as the scoreline is concerned. And this will be something of a shock if Nasaf do win this game. They went in as big underdogs, but of course now, playing against 10 men, the whole equation changes. Whistle's gone. It is officially a Correa own goal. Just hearing they've had a look at it, and that's the decision. It's probably the right one too. Always look to try and give a goal to the offensive side if you can, but in that instance, I don't think they had much choice. On the charge here is Mukitdinov, and he shoved the aforementioned Correa. Well, that would have come as a real shock to the system for Al Sadd. The sending off followed almost immediately by the goal. Can they find a response? One thing's for sure, it's going to be a heap of injury time, you suspect, at the end of this first half. More positive run. Flicked on by Assad. Cazorla. Afif in first time. Cleared by Smijagic. Everyone back for them apart from Bozarov. Here's Assad. Bit too casual that from Guilherme. Assad on the turn. Good tackle. Got the space here for Bozarov, and that's going to happen with the home team a man down. Still going, Bozarov. That's a nice ball and curled beautifully, but it wouldn't have counted. Made the save anyway, Barsham, from Moscovoy's effort, but he was offside. Well there, Buneja. It's fed it out to Akram Afif. Cazorla to drive one. Good feet from Bozarov. And he was fouled. Just wants a word with Guilherme, does the referee. I think he's been pretty authoritative, the Syrian official, so far. Stolen by Afif. And he's got it back again, but couldn't keep it. I say they were playing confidently from the start, Nasaf, well before the sending off happened. Mukitdinov. Now Bozarov. Hunting a somewhat frustrated figure. Xavi Gracia, the Al Sadd coach, on the sideline there. It's going to be another free kick, though, for his team. That was literally just a few metres away from the referee, and it's going to be a free kick for Al Sadd. Bruneggia, the man fouled, no question. Nikulov was through the back of him. I think he was just inquiring as to whether the official might have produced a yellow there. I don't think it necessarily warranted that. He's got a kick there, Cazorla. Almost see him wince. Just for a minute, I think he was a bit concerned the referee wasn't going to blow there, but he did. So no harm done. There you see it, 6 fouls against 1, but the one statistic that really matters is the one top left on your screen. It tells you that the team from Uzbekistan are a goal to the good. Cut out by Al-Haydos, who's playing more of a defensive midfielder since the dismissal of his teammate, Hassan. It's a nice ball for Afif. And it's broken for him too. Can he find some magic? Just behind Assad. Correa won't get to him. Oh, the goalkeeper's in trouble. That could have gone anywhere. What a let-off for Nasaf, and particularly for Ergashev. Well, that could have been really embarrassing. Credit to Correa for trying to close the keeper down. It so nearly paid off for him. Santi Cazorla. Makes such a difference psychologically for the men in white if they could get back on terms before half-time, which is in about 4 minutes' time, although, as I say, there'll probably be quite a lot of stoppage time. That's a nice touch to get Afif in. Laid back, Cazorla. Just about held on, Ergashev. Good hit from Santi Cazorla. Sneaking inside the near post, I fancy. And the goalkeeper just about actually squirmed out of his grasp, but fortunately for him, the right side of the post from his point of view. Cazorla again, deflection on the shot. Referee saw nothing wrong. Correa trying to find Bruneggia. Correa once more. Dangerous cross, and that's excellent defending. Eshmiradov, the captain, leading by example. Really tight on Bruneggia there. give the centre forward anything to work with. I think he was shoved as well. Out of play, it'll be an Al-Sad ball. Thought about it for a moment, the assistant, then decided that it's going to be a Nasaf ball. Can't say it hasn't been physical first half. Opening match in Group E, remember. Each team plays the other three in the group. Only the winners guaranteed to make the knockout round. It was a slightly dangerous ball. It was well dealt with in the end by Hui. Spin out of play with it, and kept in. See, the press is on here from Nasaf. So in the end, the goalkeeper had to go long, but did so pretty accurately, to be fair to him. Well, Haydos. Afif. He's already saying he didn't have anywhere to go. And that's too long, I think. Despite the best efforts of Korea to keep it in. It's all a question now of how much additional time is going to be added. There was such a lengthy stoppage for the penalty. Well, we're into added time now, just a couple of minutes in fact. Thought it might have been more than that, but 2 minutes to add, starting from now. Hui on the charge. Cazorla. Just wonder whether Xavi Garcia might think about making a change at half-time, just a slight reshuffle. The team haven't done too badly, actually, since the sending off. Just got a minute to survive now of additional time. More of the ball in the last 5 or 10 minutes than their opponents have. They have the advantage of defending a lead. Afif. It's their time for one final opportunity. Santi Cazorla, if anyone can create one, he can. Just a throw. Guilherme. Nasaf. Referee said one look at his watch and one look's all he needs. A great half for Nasaf. The two key moments in the space of 4 minutes. First of all, 26 minutes in, Hassan sent off for denying a clear goal-scoring opportunity, and then 4 minutes after that, Pedro Correa with an own goal from a corner under real pressure from Svijajic and Alikulov. It all means that Nasaf halfway to causing a real shock here in the opening Group E match. At the break, it's Al Sadd 0, FC Nasaf 1.
Tamam. Хорошо, хорошо. Хорошо. Ayarımızda değişiyor ve betta biz mantırıp mı olmaz. Ayar degan bo'lsa turishga tayyor degani. Men bu yerda engashib turibman-ku. Davay. Hop. Aşağı.
Well, a warm welcome back to the Prince Mohamed bin Fahd Stadium here in Dammam, Saudi Arabia. If you're just joining us, FC Nasaf lead Al Sadd by 1-0. An own goal after half an hour by Pedro Correa. The other big news, Al Sadd are down to 10. Abdelkarim Hassan having been sent off just 4 minutes before that goal was scored. And it appears as though we're going to have a change at half-time for Nasaf. Bruno is going to come on. Just going to sort the board out to work out who's going to come off. William from the bench in the last league game. Zukrob Nurilov. '24-year-old midfielder. So who's being withdrawn? We're about to find out. It is Shahzad Akramov. No surprise really, the 18-year-old. No changes, maybe somewhat surprisingly for Al Sadd. Maybe Xavi Gracia has just given them 10 or 15 minutes at the start of this second half to try and undo some of the damage. We will see. There will certainly be changes, you'd think, if the scoreline stays this way. There's the new man. Confirmation that Akramov is the player withdrawn. See what, they've diced with death a couple of times, trying to play it out from the back. Santi Cazorla. Buneja. Was a bit short as well. Skovoy. And now Alikulov. Just got to be careful, Nasaf, that they don't sit too deep and try and just hold on to what they've got. It's another goal, you would think, pretty much kill off their opponents. Here's Stanijevic. Free kick has been given. And again, Al Hedl saying to the referee, any chance of a card? And he said, well, no, it's a foul, but certainly no intent. He's the man who took the brunt of it. Yeah, just totally, his arms weren't really raised. She didn't see much contact with his face, to be honest. It's Alheidos. Now Young Woo Young. interception by El Haydos again. Cazorla couldn't keep it. Robbed by the substitute, Nualev. Full-blooded challenge, a fair one. Cazorla and Stanijevic. And he just got clipped there, Correa, as he went to play it. And having words with his opponent. None too friendly words either, on the look of it. Yeah, that's a painful one. Translation, I think, was something along the lines of, you know what you were doing. And this time it's a foul on Afif. And finally, the referee is going to get a yellow card out. Well, he's only been on the pitch for, what, 4.5 minutes. But Nualev is in the book already. Sliding in with undue care and attention. Doesn't matter if you get something on the ball, when you go through the man like that, always going to be a free kick and a caution. Hui. Excellent challenge from the captain, Eshmurodov, who's not put a foot wrong in that centre-back position so far. The pressure there, as Saitov did well to actually keep it, but now they've given it away. Here's Assad. Slight deflection on the pass, but it will be a corner. Just their second. Cazorla will take. 4 in the middle to Aymat. A couple just on the edge as well. It's high and hanging, and the goalkeeper in the end a safe claim. Ergashev. Run forward by Hui from the back. Afif. Nice pass. Just can't afford that. So now they're going to be stretched trying to get men back, but that was a poor ball. Made life very easy for Correa. Now Cazorla. Nice ball for Assad. In the middle at the moment, who's Buneja. It's in his direction. He was well marshalled again by Eshmurodov. Buneja. Might be a bit concerned at the moment, the Nasaf coach, Berdiev, that his team being pegged back a little by the 10 men. There's an offside flag here. I think knew that he was the wrong side of the last defender. Well, I think he is concerned, the coach. He's making a second change here. I tell you what, that was close. That was very close. GF Hussein is on. So it's a straight swap. Striker for striker. So Jagic is off. So that offside was his last involvement. 5 substitutions allowed, incidentally, each team. Correa. He's got 3 forward this time, and it'll be yet another corner. Well, it's as bright as Al Sadd have been in the whole match, the first 8 to 9 minutes of this second period. Zola will take it. The goalkeeper went for it, and it's in. It's a really good goal. And they had been threatening it. Goalkeeper was all at sea. And they have their leveller. 55 minutes in. And what must he be thinking? Up from the back. And Kuki did really well. He made it his. Sometimes you see a player, when they know the goalkeeper's coming, just get put off, but he wasn't. Good firm header. Keeper was really flailing for it. 4 goals in the league last season for Hui. And he's on the score sheet 10 minutes after the restart. So the 10 men on terms with the 11. Second half has just been so different, even though we've only had about 10 minutes of it. I wonder if that goal is just going to sap all the confidence out of Nasaf. Down the line for Bozarov. And your shooting chance here. That was hit pretty firmly by Mukitdinov. Whistle's gone. Well, he made that look more difficult than it was, I think, the goalkeeper, really, unless it really swerved. But it wasn't really hit with a particular amount of venom. You can see that Correa was on the charge there. When he got to that, they might have had a problem. Nasaf, goalkeeper, might have come for that, decided to stay at home. His defender do the leg work. Cazorla. Afif. Afif won't get to that. It's absolutely inch perfect for Saitov. Maybe a little optimistic from that range to try and hit it first time. but certainly looking a lot more confident now, Al Sadd. They really are. Almost knocking it around with a bit of a swagger. It was just out of play. Just about kept in on that far side by Loev. That will be a corner kick, won by Borisov. Borisov again. Got about 5 in the box if they can deliver here, and that's not a bad ball either. I don't think that Moscovoy quite knew what he wanted to do. Kind of caught in two minds between either going for goal or heading it back across goal, and the latter was almost certainly the better option. So we've played for exactly an hour here, 1-1 it is. Al Sadd having got the equaliser with 10 men. 25 minutes after Abdel Karim Hassan saw red. Well, that must be a free kick and surely a card. It's almost something you see at the line of scrimmage. Davronov, caution. Yeah, almost 2 falls and a submission there. I can understand the reaction from QAT. Signal to someone from Akram Afif. Well, keeper came again and then went back. He was absolutely nowhere. Very, very fortunate again. John Ergashev. He really is not inspiring confidence at all. Delivery, just watch the goalkeeper, comes, goes back, he's in no man's land. Goal gaping. Unfortunately, it wasn't a clean header, but it is a corner. It's all of this time goes short. Gets it back from Afif. And chips it in dangerously, headed away by Alikulov. Oh, now that's going to be a yellow card at the very least. That was a nasty challenge, right around the throat area of Bozorov. And it's a straight red. I had a feeling it might be. It really was a poor challenge. He can't believe it. But it was right around the throat area. So now Al Sadd are down to 9. And we've still got almost half an hour to play. Let's have a look at this. Wow. I don't know now, I've seen it again. I have to say, I thought it was worse than that in real time. I have some measure of sympathy. But the referee's decision is final. And the champions of Qatar have got to play with 9 men now. Who would possibly have thought that? Well, that's fascinating now. 9v11. Zaitov. Let that go and take the throw. Well, surely they have to go for it, Nasaf. As we get towards the business end of the match, there's surely going to be some very, very tired legs from the men in white. Followed by Mukadinov. Nuraloev. Pass to no one in particular. Dozorov. For waiting. Turned away by Hui. And then the follow-up shot by wide and not particularly handsome. Well, unsurprising, we're going to have a double change. Just needs fresh legs. Looks like we're going to have another substitution also for Nasaf. Just hold that for the moment. Player down, so maybe that's one of the reasons. Well, the man centre of your screen, referee Hannah Hatta, centre stage tonight. Sent off Abdel Karim Hassan after 26 minutes, and then Pedro Correa after 63. Well, not sure what happened there. No one near him. He seems to be okay now. So here come the changes. Tarek Salman, who's a defender. Mohamed Wad, a midfielder. And Abdurrahman Bakram is coming on for Nasaf, a midfield man. It's essentially a defensive midfielder, actually. Ali Assad is one of those going off for Al Sadd. And Hassan El Haydos the other. Mukadinov is the man who was withdrawn for Nasaf. It's the free kick. Maybe just a bit too much air on it. Cazorla. Nikulov. Now Saitov trying to get round the back. Can he deliver? He can't. Just a throw. Nikulov. Stanijevic. 20 minutes to go. It's going to eat up a few seconds as far as Al Sadd are concerned. Poor ball in. Doesn't look like 11 against 9 at the moment, does it? That's a good tackle. Played the ball cleanly. The referee had a very good view of it too. Saitov. Look, a hint of a shirt pull there, but might be an advantage in any case. Challenged by Salman, who's just come on. Must have slotted in on the right defensively. They've lost it, and that's not a good place to lose it. And look at the numbers that they've got. Bakram. Hussein. Just trying to almost thread a way through. That was possibly a little bit too ornate. Saitov again. Got that all wrong. Thief. 9 men maybe think that they can win it. Buneja. Just behind Santi Cazorla. That's a pity. Now, Nurulev trying to instigate a break for Nasaf. It's good tracking back from Wad. That's why he was brought on. Exactly why he was brought on. Need of fresh legs. Nurulev. Got to say, they're defending resolutely so far, Al Sadd. Can they keep it up, though? Nurulev again. Now Bakram. Anyone that deep in a red shirt? It should be. Well, it looked like it came off the Nasaf man. The assistant saw it the other way. Moscovoy. It was an inadvertent ball from Akif, just hit him really. Rescued by Buneja. Akif. Cazorla was flattened as soon as he played the pass. It will be a free kick. yet another change, and it's a striker coming on. Evronov coming off, so a positive change. Ivan Solovev. Can he find a way to unlock the 9 men of Al Sadd? First touch was a confident one from the number 9. Saitov down the line. Solovev kept it in. Saitov. Did he save the corner? He did. Here they come again, 15 minutes to go, 15 minutes to find a way through. It's out with Saitov. Back now with Stanijevic. 2 waiting in the middle. That's a good delivery, but the header's too high. It was Bakrom, and he just couldn't get on top of it, the substitute. Just come on, Abdurrahman Bakrom. Wasn't the easiest header in the world. He got power. Foul count is rising. Saitov. Now Solovev. Just needs a bit of craft. Need to move it around, but I think they need to play with a little bit more momentum, a little bit quicker. So at the moment, they're not really asking too many questions. Maybe now. Well, that was a better short little ball in, but a poor finish. Just needed a bit more composure than that. He knows it. Here's Nuraloev. Everyone in white, just about, apart from a thief just coming into your shot, back behind the ball. Solovev. I think they need a bit more creativity and a bit more spark than that. That was a very average effort from the substitute. Verbal warning for wasting too much time for Ramesh El-Barsham. No card though. And eventually he does clear and clears beyond halfway. This is the problem though, when you've only got 9, it's just going to come straight back. That's a better ball, inviting Solovev to maybe have a run forward here. Nice dummy from Moscovoy. And they'll get a free kick for that. Solovev was hauled down. On a slow walk for Akram Afif. Can't quite understand why he's doing that. He's going to be replaced by Salem Hadri. Who's a defensive midfielder, basically. Surely too far out for a shot, it was. It's really worth the wait. Well, he's going to have to survive a nervy 10 minutes, plus whatever the referee is going to add on here. See whether Al Sadd can get a point with 9 men. Solovev, plenty of time to measure across. Didn't really use it, did he? It was picked off well by Salman. Now, where's Santi Cazorla going to go? Well, he'll settle for that. He'll take the free kick. Counting down the minutes if you're an Al Sadd fan here. Lowe's clearance. Cazorla. Into Bakron. Just all a little bit laboured, isn't it, from Nasaf? Saitov. Caught, free kick. Sal Hadri has just come on, the man who fouled him. To get the delivery right. That was clever, but I'm not sure what it achieved. Came back to Solovov, it looked like he was expecting it. Volleyed into the box, but again with no real target in mind, and an easy clearance. Anywhere will do. 6.5 minutes to go. Fighting for it, Bunecha, and coming away with it. Not got too much support, might have to go himself. Don't blame him for having the shot. Difficult lone striker when you've only got 9 in your team. Cazorla has won it this time. Is he going to have a go? Try to just slide it through for Bunecha, and the goalkeeper will save the corner. Here come Nasaf again. That's a decent try, but again, relatively comfortable save for Barsham, who's not really been overly tested. Just trying to curl it into the top corner, Dozerov, but didn't get either the direction or the power. That was a nice little piece of skill in the build-up. Bit of cramp, I fancy. Just appears as though they're starting to run out of ideas now, Nasaf. What can Backdrum do? Again, a poor delivery. Kept alive, though. This is Saitov. Into the path of Solovev. Well, good cross. Came off the goalkeeper from Hussein. Right place, right time for Meshal Barsham there. That's another good delivery and a fine header away by Hu. He's had a terrific game at the back. Back out to Saitov. Solovev again. Saitov to drive it, deflected. And that's going to be just about kept in play. No, gone for a goal kick. More minutes off the clock. 3.5 to go plus stoppage time. This is as close as they've come for a while, though. Not that the previous incident. The goalkeeper had to make the save. Solovev's cross. Just didn't make the contact he was looking for. It wasn't quite clean from Hussein, was it? Allowed the keeper to make the save. Red surge is on again. See them all in a line, but maybe that's the problem. Not enough running off the ball, not enough options. Solovev's seen a lot of it since he's come on a few minutes ago. Trying to link up again with Saitov on this near touchline. Shift it from one side to the other, but they have to get across with some penetration in, or a shot. Saitov. Deflection, wide. And now the goalkeeper may have a problem. Well, that definitely looked like it took a touch off a white shirt, but the referee's given the goal kick, I think. Might be a little cynical to suggest he's just trying to take a few seconds off the clock here. Meshal Barsham, you don't see that many goalkeepers get cramp. They're enjoying themselves. last effort again. I'm absolutely certain that took a deflection. No one seemed to see it. But on the replay from the first angle we saw, it seemed it did. And a goal kick's being given. Goalkeeper just about back. It's taken well over a minute off the clock, but it will be added on, of course. So into stoppage time we go, 4 minutes to add. 4 more minutes for Al Sadd to hold on with 9 men. They won't mind that kind of an errant ball. Header down for Buneja, who's still going. Well, what a story that would have been if he'd won it in stoppage time for the 9 men. Side netting. He really didn't have much of an angle to shoot at. And the goal kick's already been taken. Keen to get on with it, of course, Nasaf. So he says that's going to be an Al Sadd ball. 1 minute of the 4 negotiated. Spectacular finish. I think the goalkeeper had that angle covered in any case, but still did it well. Now then, another opportunity here, and the defender got enough on it, took all the pace off the shot. He has worked tirelessly for the cause, though. Can't criticise Buneja's effort tonight, that's for sure. Saito, Nelsonovic. 2 minutes of injury time played, 2 to go. And we're going to have some late drama here in Daman. Wide by Stanijevic. Muraloev. Stanijevic again. Got a little flick on the cross. Was queuing up to clear that. It's a nice ball. Now then, 2 in the middle waiting, including Hussein. It was betwixt and between, and it's out for a corner with a minute and a bit to go. And now Hui is down. As the shot from Buneja, and the defender took the sting out of it. Whistle's gone, and so may have Nasaf's chance of a victory here. Referee saw an infringement in there. Less than 20 seconds to go, and Barsham just get this as far up the pitch as he possibly can. Huge kick from the goalkeeper. Zora on the chase. Ward couldn't keep it. We played the 4 minutes. And the referee says that'll do, and that has to be seen by Al Sadd. It's a fantastic point with 9 men. They lost Hassan after 26 minutes, Correa after 63, both to straight red cards. Half an hour in, Correa with an own goal had put Nasaf ahead, but then Hui came up from a corner and headed the equaliser just before the hour. And as I say, Al Sadd, the former champions in 2011. Cazorla and co will feel it is a point gained in a very, very valuable way. Final score from Daman. It's finished Al Sadd 1, FC Nasaf 1.